Hi, this tips is in one video, because I cannot fit in tips and tricks since the explanation is too long. This tips is divided by 2. In the first point, how many Z per game explained, because there is more than the wiki said, so more than 12. And what doesn't change once in an online game with multiplayer. As you know, I spend a lot of time on Killing Floor 2, most of them on PS4,
because I report you for cheater.
and 80% of my time spent on PC was only for speedrun solo. So I know better than anyone each map, each spawner, and how Z actually spawn. That's why I have the world record of each map. And what followed was a question I've made. How many Z per players alive? That means how many Z on the maps alive at the same time. I've checked the wiki and it said 12. My friend, I know there's more of them than this. So I've asked CD Player, the kind of player able to beat this much Z in team play. So the best? Among Us. But something is sus. You tell me 12Z was the max for solo player too. And what's followed was me showing a lot of records with more than 12Z killed or spawned. We're gonna skip the part where they all told me I was wrong and Z actually spawned on my grenade, making me kill more than 12Z. Because if you see Tips and Tricks part 2, section Killing Floor, you will know Z never spawned on you or around you, only behind a wall or in a vent. The next day, after giving a long waiting constant command log of the kill made, so we see 16Z, and a shitload of proof that there is more than 12Z. If you want to see the proof, their link is in the description. I end up for good showing more than 12Z spawn. Thanks for Hilliard who actually listened me and bring the subject back. And with both of my knowledge in game and his tool, was able to figure out that some spawner keep spawning Z until the composition of them is empty. The Z composition is showed in Tips and Trick part 2 under Z composition. Proving for once and for all, the max Z is not 12 but 16 for solo player even in online game with the settings of 12Z per players, because he'll let check it. So it's something each game have. We're gonna call this event the overmax, because over limit is less sexy. Well, I let argue it was only on Netherworld, and Z can be more than 12 because of those two vents who's broken for some reason my brain don't understand, and they can give more than 16Z. But as said before, I spent way too much time on the game and never crossed the 16Z max. So even if 12 can be bypassed by the overmax size, there is still a hard limit of 16 for one players alive. And after random tests on the map, such as Dystopia and even Burning Paris, an official map made by Tripwire themselves, Z can be more than 12 in other map too, so not only on Netherworld, and it affects not only the vents. With the tron I've made, Z who spawned behind a wall is also affected by those overmax spawner. Hi, I'll make sure you remember, my name is Iranian, and I prove to the best players out there, player here since the early stage of Killing Floor 2 in PC, with this much time in game, that Z can be more than 12. Where all those people telling me it was not real. So I've proven and show it to all of you, my sweet viewer, that you are on the best channel to learn everything about Killing Floor 2 and the incoming Killing Floor 3, even if the data meeting say bullshit like 12. So, value of Z per player is this one, and the real value of max Z is this one I've made. The orange number is a value I didn't exactly know, but just assumed by my own in-field test in a random team. But I can't prove it because I need at least 2 friends that want to make those try, and since I'm alone, I can't prove it. Since the 16Z is proved, he is in blue, so the orange can have a bit more or less Z. What does it impact once in a game? On an online game, more Z spawn, that means more often the overmax will apply, because multiple spawn will occur in multiple spawner depending where all the players stand, with more Z in it. The only map who overmax the casual value of Z every time is Netherworld, but all the map, as said before, is also affected. I will reassure you, my friend, not all the map can cross the casual max limit, but only in solo, because I made my try in solo game, so I face less Z, that means less chance to make the overmax spawn happen. So in the online game, you can, even if you don't know this, fast more than 32. Like Erzilium for example. In a solo game, nothing past 12Z, but online, you can face more than 32Z. At least that's what I see with random team who kill no Z. But if you are in a team where all Z die quickly, in a full game of Demolitionist for example, you will never see this max of 32 or any other max value. But if you let every Z spawn, expect to face the overmax number, so more than 32. So the best way to avoid being overwhelmed with the overmax is keep killing Z. With further try, if you face the overmax size, So for the turn I've made more than 12, kill a Z will not trigger another spawn. That means if you kill 2 Z in a 16 max Z, the remaining Z will be 14, but the game won't spawn new Z until you reach 11 Z on field. Then the game can spawn new Z again and maybe trigger another max spawn, bringing more than 1 Z. I wish you a good night and have fun.
I can't make myself any clearer.
But that's simply not possible. And I don't find this funny anymore.
It never was supposed to be. Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?